I'm a political man, and I practice what I preach.
Hi, this is Russ Gunlock and Jim Clausen. As like I said before, we tried before, and the whole thing got lost in cyberspace somewhere. So somewhere on Mars, somebody is watching our first video.
Yeah, and the Klingons are laughing.
Exactly. Well, this is Jim Clausen. This is my best buddy over here. He's got a lot of very strong opinions, and he doesn't mince words. So let's get going. We're going to talk a little bit about North Korea and a little bit about Charlotte. These are all timely issues. These are things that have happened over the last couple of days. As you know, the news changes, could change by the hour, could by the minute, could by the day. So, but it's talk a little bit. Jim, I'll let you start. You talk if you want to start with North Korea.
Yeah, well, by the time you get this, things are liable to have changed. But I think North Korea is just, like he said a while ago, a bunch of posturing. See who can piss the farthest. North Korea is known since their grandfather, since the 1950s, to start acting like they're going to do something. And they know they don't want to bring on any kind of nuclear war because it would be the end of North Korea. However, Kim Jong-il and Kim Jong-un both said that they could lose 90% of their country and still survive. However, if they so choose to push it that far, I doubt it. They said they were. He said he was going to launch a missile and liable to aim one towards Guam, but good luck with that, since none of your missiles have gone that far yet, and we know it's just posturing. And he's got the entire world all in an uproar. And Donald Trump said he's not backing off, and that's, you know, he's taken a strong stance, and had China step in from putting sanctions on a Chinese bank that dealt with North Korea, and put the squeeze on China to get them to sign the sanctions on North Korea. And that's going to take time. That's going to take 6 months or so for that to come into effect. But I remember back in the 80s, they had the same kind of thing where North Korea had massive amounts of famine and went through a really bad period, but it still didn't stop them. It slowed them down. And we're just going to see them backing off a bit, I think, but it's not going to change a whole lot.
Well, you know, I feel like I've gone back into a time machine. I feel like we're back in 1960s and Cuban Missile Crisis all over again. In the case, for my own personal opinion, I think that you know, we're paying for the mistakes of past administrations, and it's both the Republican and Democratic administrations.
Yep.
I prefer that we stay home, we fortify our own borders, and strike when we are provoked.
Exactly.
But it's obviously we have to fix things that were created by people before.
Right.
And, hopefully we must have learned our lessons from Iraq and Afghanistan, because we're still in Afghanistan and we're still in Iraq.
And we just had couple of guys die the other day in Iraq. Yes. I just read on the news, and hats off to the guys who are still out there fighting in those wars. And I salute all you guys.